Chosen ones. Listen closely, because something extraordinary is tearing through the fabric of your reality right now. While the rest of the world moves in a blind slumber, a massive energetic shift is unfolding, and most people are pathologically unaware of the surge. I'm talking about the 111 portal, and if this is the first time you're hearing this, do not panic. You are not late. You are exactly where you were destined to be. The fact that you found this message, the fact that something deep in your spirit pulled you to this exact frequency on January 11th, 2026, is not a coincidence. This is divine orchestration. The universe is making sure you do not miss the vault as it opens. Let me tell you why this is real. This isn't just content. It's a broadcast of a living reality. 3 weeks ago, the codes began to find me. I saw 111 everywhere, on receipts, on clocks, on license plates, in places that defied all logic. I would wake up at exactly 1:11 a.m. I would glance at my phone at 1:11 p.m. It became so relentless that I had to stop. I had to pray. I had to meditate. And the message I received over and over was this: the alignment is complete. The portal is open. But before I explain the mathematical secret that makes this January 11th a once-in-a-lifetime event, you must claim your alignment. Like this video right now to signal to the great architect that you are paying attention. In the comments below, I want you to type 111 to anchor your energy to this doorway. Type 111 to declare, I am in alignment, my prayers are heard, and I am ready for my new beginning. Subscribe now, because the downloads coming through this portal will be your survival guide for the rest of 2026. For those new to the path, 111 is the master sequence of manifestation. It is the universe's way of saying, wake up, your thoughts are now becoming matter at a lightning pace. But when 111 appears as a date, especially this date, the power is amplified exponentially. When I say portal, I'm not talking about a science fiction wormhole. I'm talking about a frequency shift. Imagine a radio station that's been fuzzy for years, filled with static and noise. Suddenly, the atmosphere clears. The signal becomes crystal clear. Every prayer, every dream, and every intention you send out right now is hitting the divine receiver with zero interference. Look at the code. January is the first month. Today is the 11th day. The year 2026, 2010, which reduces to 1. We have a 111 activation, a triple amplification of the number 1. This is the universe shouting at you. The veil is at its thinnest. The doors to your higher purpose have been unbolted. Your old life is behind you, and your manifestation begins right now. But here's the absolute truth about these sacred portals. Chosen ones. They do not stay open forever. They are fleeting windows, cosmic tears in the fabric of reality, not permanent gateways. And if you are not radically aware, if your intention is not laser-focused, if your very being is not vibrating in perfect alignment, you will miss them entirely, irrevocably. The divine gateway will swing wide. The unprecedented energy will flood the cosmos. The opportunity for a destiny shift will present itself. And yet, so many will simply walk right past it. They will be too entangled in the noise of the old 3D matrix, too burdened by mundane distractions, too deeply entrenched in the hypnotic rhythm of routine, to even perceive that something truly, profoundly extraordinary was unfolding around them. And I refuse to let that be your story. I refuse to let you miss this sacred moment, because what is being offered through this sacred 111 portal, the crystal clear clarity, the soul deep alignment, the earth-shattering manifestation power, the direct divine downloads. This is not merely energy, this is the very force that can completely rewrite your entire life. This is the cosmic answer to prayers you have whispered across lifetimes. This is the master key that can unlock ancient doors, doors that have been sealed for so long you have forgotten they even existed. So the question now becomes, how do you consciously tap into this immense power? How do you ensure that this sacred portal is not just another missed opportunity? That is precisely what I am here to reveal. I will show you the way. But first, chosen ones, you must grasp the profound truth of what is actually transpiring energetically. The 111 portal is not merely a date on a calendar. It is an epic activation of pure frequency alignment. It is your divine summons to propel yourself into perfect resonance with your highest timeline, your truest, most exhilarating purpose, your most unboundedly abundant reality, and the sacred, non-negotiable path to achieve that. It is forged by ruthlessly clearing out everything that is not in alignment, every dense layer that is weighing you down, every outdated program that is keeping you tragically tethered to old patterns, archaic beliefs, and faded versions of yourself that you have long outgrown. Visualize this with me. Imagine you are desperately trying to tune into a crystal clear, high-frequency radio signal from the cosmos. The signal is undeniably there. It is broadcasting with immense power, teeming with divine downloads and miracles. But you cannot receive it. Why? Because your antenna, your very energetic field, is tragically obscured by layers of rust, static, and debris, the accumulated residue of old trauma, insidious limiting beliefs, and stagnant energies that no longer serve your highest good. The universe, in its infinite love, is constantly attempting to send you breakthroughs, opportunities, and blessings. But if your receiver is jammed, if your channel is blocked, how can the transmission ever reach you? This 111 portal is not just an event. It is your divine opportunity to incinerate that debris, to polish your spiritual antenna, to meticulously calibrate yourself into a state where you can effortlessly perceive and receive everything that is desperately trying to come through to you. And when you consciously choose to do that, when you intentionally align yourself with the potent crystalline frequency of this portal, that, my friends, is when the true earth-shattering magic ignites. That is when your manifestations accelerate at lightning speed. That is when unparalleled clarity floods your being. That is when every single piece of your divine puzzle begins to click into perfect, effortless place. But let this be crystal clear. You must be intentional. You must actively participate. You cannot passively, you must actively engage with this incoming energy wave. You must do the work. And I am about to tell you, with laser-like precision, exactly what that work entails. Let us now speak plainly about manifestation, for I perceive a profound sea of confusion swirling around this sacred topic. So many souls, hearing the word manifestation, erroneously believe it is simply about visualizing a desired outcome, then passively waiting for it to magically materialize from the ether. And while visualization is undeniably a potent facet of this divine alchemy that, my friends, is only a fraction of the magnificent tapestry. True manifestation is about radical alignment. It is about meticulously orchestrating your energy, your deeply held beliefs, your conscious actions, and your unwavering intentions, so they all converge, all pointing with laser-like precision in the exact same divine direction. And here is the astonishing truth that elevates the 111 portal into an unparalleled crucible of manifestation power. The veil between worlds is unimaginably thin. The cosmic lag time, that buffering period between thought and physical manifestation, is drastically, miraculously compressed. Normally, when you formulate a thought or set a profound intention, there is an inherent period of energetic gestation, sometimes days, sometimes weeks, often months, before that thought begins to crystallize and take tangible form in your physical reality. But during a sacred portal opening, especially one imbued with the raw, untamed power of 111, that time lag virtually collapses. What you intensely focus on, what you passionately declare, what you consciously put out into the quantum field during this potent window, it begins to manifest at lightning speed, faster than you could possibly imagine. Now, this chosen one's is both an exhilarating revelation and a profound, urgent warning. Because if your desired thoughts manifest faster, then by immutable cosmic law, your fears will manifest faster too. Your insidious doubts will materialize with terrifying velocity. Your corrosive negative self-talk will take root in your reality with unprecedented speed. Therefore, during the 111 portal, you are called to be exceedingly mindful of every single frequency you are emitting into the universe. You must become the fierce, unyielding guardian of your thoughts. You must meticulously censor your words, because whatever signal you are broadcasting, be it bathed in the light of hope or steeped in the shadows of fear, it will begin showing up in your reality sooner than you think, amplified beyond recognition. So, here is your non-negotiable decree. Starting this very second, and especially as the sacred energies peak on January 11th itself, I demand that you become ruthlessly intentional about your every thought. Every single time you catch that insidious, low-frequency whisper of negativity, "I can't afford this. Nothing ever works out for me. I'm not good enough. It's too late for me." I want you to stop. Pause. Take a deep, sovereign breath. And then, with absolute conscious deliberation, replace that thought with an affirmation that perfectly aligns with the magnificent reality you are here to create. Instead of the draining, "I can't afford this" command, money flows to me easily and abundantly. Instead of the victimizing, "Nothing ever works out for me," declare, "Everything is always working out for my highest good." Instead of the self-sabotaging, "I'm not good enough," affirm, "I am exactly who I need to be, and I am becoming more powerful with every sacred breath." Instead of the limiting, "It's too late for me," proclaim, "Divine timing is always perfect, and my moment is now." I understand that, to the unawakened mind, this might sound simplistic, even cheesy. I know it might feel awkward or forced at first, like a foreign language on your tongue, but I am telling you, with the unwavering conviction of my soul, during the 111 portal, this practice is everything. Because you are not merely uttering empty words. You are actively programming your reality. You are sending a crystal clear, amplified command to the universe about what you desire to manifest. And the universe, my friend, is listening more closely than ever before. Do not squander this power. Now, beyond the critical discipline of meticulously guarding your thoughts, there is an even more proactive, potent manifestation practice you are called to engage in during this unparalleled portal. And this, chosen ones, is something I implore you to do specifically on January 11th. It is not just a suggestion, it is a sacred decree known as the 111 Manifestation Ritual. And listen closely, for here is the precise blueprint of how it works. 1. Create your sacred sanctuary first. Find a space, a quiet haven, where your sacred work will remain undisturbed for at least 20, ideally 30 minutes. This is your personal quantum chamber. 2. Gather your tools. Bring with you a dedicated journal or a pristine piece of paper, along with a pen that feels resonant in your hand. Lighting a candle is not strictly mandatory, but understand this, it acts as a powerful, energetic beacon, setting the sacred frequency for your ritual. 3. Center your being. Take several deep conscious breaths. Allow your nervous system to calm, your mind to clear, and your spirit to center itself. You are preparing to commune with the divine. 4. Declare your reality, the sacred key then, with unwavering conviction. I want you to write down, with absolute clarity, exactly what you are calling forth, what you are manifesting into your existence. But here, beloved Lightworker, is the critical, game-changing secret. Write it in the present tense. Write it as if it has already happened, as if it is your current, undeniable reality. Do not write, I want to have financial freedom. Instead, boldly declare, I am financially free. Money flows to me effortlessly and boundlessly. Do not write, I hope to find my soulmate. Instead, vibrantly affirm, I am in a loving, supportive, divine partnership, deeply connected with my true counterpart. Do not write, I wish I could start my business. Instead, power code your reality. My business is thriving, expanding, and serving humanity at the highest possible level. 5. Write at least 3 of these declarations, yet no more than 7. Why? You need to be specific enough that your soul knows what it is manifesting, but not so hyper-detailed that you are attempting to control the exact how it shows up. Leave ample room for the universe, in its infinite wisdom, to astound and surprise you. 6. Speak it into existence. Once you have meticulously penned your new reality, read each declaration aloud. Speak them, breathe life into them, feel them reverberating in every cell of your being, as if they are already your truth, your now. 7. The sacred release, a crucial step. And then, and this is monumentally important, release them. Do not cling to them with obsessive anxiety. Do not frantically check the external world, questioning if they have manifested yet. Just trust. Simply trust that you have planted the sacred seed of your desire in the fertile quantum soil. And now the universe, in its infallible perfection, is orchestrating the rest. Perform this powerful ritual on January 11th. And if you truly desire to amplify its cosmic resonance beyond measure, perform it precisely at 1:11, either in the afternoon or the morning. Whichever intuitively feels most aligned for you, that, chosen one, is when the portal energy is at its most incandescent, most receptive, most undeniably powerful. Do not miss this. Now, while conscious manifestation stands as a monumental pillar of the 111 portal's power, there is an equally, if not more, crucial aspect, that demands your undivided attention. Divine downloads. Allow me to illuminate what I mean by this. Chosen ones. A divine download is not a product of your arduous logical mind. It is not something you painstakingly deduce through reasoning, analysis, or external research. No, a divine download is when information, pristine guidance, crystal clear clarity, or profound insight effortlessly drops into your consciousness, fully formed, often appearing as if from the very void itself. It could be the genesis of a revolutionary business idea. It could be the elegant, undeniable solution to a problem that has plagued you for years. It could be a powerful, unmistakable message about your core purpose, your raison d'etre on this planet. It could be an absolute knowing, an inner compass pointing you with unwavering certainty toward your next step. This is the universe in its infinite benevolence, speaking directly to your soul. And during the amplified frequencies of the 111 portal, the energetic channels are so impeccably aligned, so powerfully resonant, that these downloads come through with unparalleled ease and breathtaking clarity. It is as if a celestial hand has gracefully turned up the volume on your spiritual reception, allowing you to tune into the cosmic symphony with an acuity you rarely experience. You are more tuned in, more profoundly connected, more vibrantly open to hearing the profound truths the universe has been desperately trying to whisper to your heart. But here is the critical, unvarnished truth. If you are not consciously paying attention, if your mind is still a tempest of incessant chatter, if you are hopelessly distracted by the cacophonous noise and relentless demands of everyday 3D life, they will arrive, pristine and potent, but you will simply fail to notice them. They will be broadcasting, but your receiver will be deafened by the static. Therefore, on January 11th, I issue this non-negotiable command. You must create sacred space for stillness. You must carve out dedicated time to simply be. No phone, no television, no external distractions. Just you, your profound consciousness, and the limitless expanse of the divine. Perhaps this manifests as a deep, centering meditation. Perhaps it's a grounding walk in nature, allowing Gaia's wisdom to permeate your being. Perhaps it's sitting quietly with your journal, simply opening your energetic field to see what profound truths wish to flow through you. Whatever the form, the key is this: you are not forcing anything. You are not trying to figure things out. You are simply creating an open, receptive vessel and allowing, because, beloved chosen one, this is what I have learned through countless lifetimes. The universe is always striving to guide us. God is always attempting to speak to us. Our higher self is always endeavoring to download vital information to us. But we, in our frantic rush through life, are usually too irrevocably busy to hear it. We hurtle from one task to the next, relentlessly consuming information, perpetually stimulated, constantly in motion, and in all that overwhelming noise, the still, small, sacred voice of divine guidance gets utterly, tragically drowned out. The 111 portal is your unparalleled opportunity to hear that voice, to receive that guidance, to finally obtain the crystal clear clarity you have been fervently asking for. But, and this is crucial, you must create the conditions for it. You must get still. You must get quiet. You must listen And when the download comes, and it will come, I promise you with every fiber of my being, do not, under any circumstances, dismiss it. Do not talk yourself out of its profound truth. Do not let your overly logical 3D mind convince you that it's just your imagination, or that it doesn't make sense, or that it's not practical. Write it down, honor it, and then, when the divine timing aligns, act on it. Because these divine downloads, chosen one, are not merely interesting ideas. They are instructions. They are directions. They are the universe, in its infinite wisdom, showing you your precise next sacred step. And, if you choose to ignore them, if you brush them off, if you fail to take them seriously, you will remain trapped. You will continue to wonder why nothing is truly changing. You will perpetuate the cycle of asking for guidance while simultaneously, tragically, ignoring the very guidance that has already been given to you. So, with every cell of your awakened being, listen, pay attention, trust what comes through, and then summon the courage to follow it, even if it makes no logical sense to anyone else, especially if it makes no sense to anyone else, because your path is uniquely yours. Your purpose is divinely yours, and your sacred divine downloads are for you, not for the doubting crowd. Here is a profound truth, an undeniable cosmic mechanic that most of humanity tragically fails to comprehend. There are multiple living versions of your future available to you at this very moment. Multiple timelines, multiple potential realities, each vibrating on its own distinct frequency. And which one you consciously step into, which one becomes your tangible present, hinges entirely upon your prevailing frequency, your sovereign choices, and your radical alignment. Consider this sacred visualization. Imagine yourself standing at a colossal, energetic crossroads. Before you, countless paths branch out, shimmering with potential. One path, illuminated dimly, leads to a future where you remain ensnared, struggling, endlessly repeating the very patterns that have bound your soul for lifetimes. Another path, radiant and vibrant, leads to a future where you are undeniably thriving, exquisitely aligned, living in the full, unadulterated power of your divine purpose. And between these extremes lie myriad other paths, versions of reality certainly better than your current standing, yet still falling short of your absolute highest possibility, your most magnificent destiny. The 111 portal is not merely a moment. It is a sacred, unprecedented window where you can consciously, deliberately choose which timeline you are aligning with. It is a cosmic inflection point where you possess the power to irrevocably shift your entire trajectory. It is your divine opportunity to step off the worn-out path you've been trudging and, with courage, ascend onto a higher, more expansive one. But here, chosen one, is the non-negotiable catch. You cannot step onto a higher timeline while still clinging to the dense, low vibrational energy of a lower one. You cannot align with your absolute highest possibility while desperately clutching old patterns, fear-based beliefs, and the faded, outgrown versions of yourself. Something by cosmic law must be released. Something must be let go. Something must bravely die so that something gloriously, unprecedentedly new can be born. And that, precisely, is the profound demand the 111 portal is making of you. It is asking you to release. It is asking you to let go. It is asking you to shed the very skin you have long outgrown. so that you can courageously step into the magnificent, ascended version of yourself that is patiently awaiting you on the other side of this sacred gateway. So, the urgent question vibrates: what needs to be released? What archaic burdens are you still clinging to that are tragically keeping you anchored to a lower, limited timeline? For some of you, it is a relationship that has long since run its karmic course, draining your life force. For others, it is a soul-crushing job that systematically depletes your spirit. For many, it is an insidious belief system that has mercilessly capped your boundless potential. For some, it is a destructive habit or addiction that keeps you comfortably, tragically numb. And for countless souls, it is an old, limited identity that you have clung to because it felt safe, even as every fiber of your being screams that you have gloriously outgrown it. Whatever it is, the 111 portal is your unprecedented, divine opportunity to let it go. Not next month. Not when you feel ready now. Because the immutable truth about timelines is this: you cannot straddle two at once. You cannot have one foot in the decaying old and one tentative toe in the vibrant new. You must choose. You must commit. You must fully, unequivocally step into the higher timeline, which demands the absolute, complete release of the lower one. And I know this is terrifying. I know it feels inherently risky. I know it is profoundly challenging to release the familiar, even when every cell of your being knows it no longer serves your highest good. But here is the truth. I need you to anchor into your bones the highest, most radiant version of your future, the timeline where you are undeniably thriving, perfectly aligned, living in the full, unbridled power of your purpose. That timeline is available to you right now. It is not someday. It is not eventually. It is now. But you, sovereign creator, you must choose it. You must align with it. You must do the courageous, sacred work of releasing everything that is not meant for that ascended timeline. So, on January 11th, I command you to ask yourself, with brutal honesty and unyielding courage, what am I truly ready to release? What am I ready to let go of? What is no longer serving my highest good? And then, consciously, intentionally, ceremonially, if your soul calls for it, let it go. Write it down and watch it burn, visualizing the old energies transmuting into light. Speak it out loud into the quantum void and declare that it no longer holds any power over you. Visualize yourself severing every energetic cord connecting you to it. However your intuition guides you to do it, just do it. Because every single time you courageously release something that is not in alignment, you create a sacred, potent vacuum, making boundless room for something that is. This is the divine law of creation. Now, everything we have meticulously discussed thus far has focused with laser-like precision on you, individually, your breathtaking manifestations, your profound divine downloads, your impeccable timeline alignment. These are all critical, non-negotiable facets of your personal ascension. But I now command you to zoom out for a sacred moment. Let us expand our perspective, for this truth is paramount. The 111 portal is not just about you. It is about all of us. It is about humanity. It is about an unprecedented global shift that has been building with relentless cosmic force for years and is now reaching its absolute, undeniable apex, a critical tipping point. We, chosen ones, are not merely witnessing, we are living through the very heart of a collective awakening. If you have been paying even a modicum of attention, if you have been even remotely tuned into the palpable energetic shifts reverberating across our planet, old decaying systems are crumbling. Ancient, oppressive structures are fracturing and falling apart. Archaic ways of thinking, outmoded ways of being, manipulative old power dynamics, they are all being mercilessly exposed, profoundly challenged, and systematically dismantled before our very eyes. And yes, I acknowledge it is chaotic, it is profoundly uncomfortable, it is undeniably messy, but let this truth anchor deep within your soul. It is absolutely, utterly necessary, because you, sovereign architects of the new earth, you cannot build something new, something magnificent, something aligned, on a foundation that is rotten, crumbling, steeped in deceit. You must, by divine law, tear down the obsolete structure first. And that, my friends, is precisely what has been unfolding. That is what we have been courageously living through: the tearing down, the ruthless exposure, the inevitable collapse of what no longer serves humanity's highest good. And I observe countless souls paralyzed by terror. They are vehemently resisting it. They are desperately attempting to cling to the old world, the comfort of broken systems, the deceptive predictability of familiar ways. Because even though those structures were undeniably shattered, at least they offered a semblance of safety, a known suffering. But chosen ones, you are different, profoundly different. You are not clinging to the wreckage of the past. You are not attempting to regress to how things were. You are relentlessly moving forward. You are bravely embracing the transformation. You are anchoring your faith in the divine process. And that precisely, Achim, is why you are here. That is why this sacred portal is specifically for you, because you are an indispensable part of the new. You are the very essence of the shift. You are a crucial light bearer in the collective awakening. And the 111 portal on January 11th, 2026, this is not just another date. This is a massive quantum acceleration point in that awakening. This is a cosmic moment when the collective consciousness of humanity takes an unprecedented leap forward. This is when more people will awaken. More people will begin to question the narratives. More people will begin to see through the grand illusions. More people will begin to remember, in the deepest recesses of their being, who they really are and why they are truly here. And your sacred mission, your non-negotiable role as a chosen one, is to hold sacred space for that awakening, to relentlessly anchor the light, to be an unwavering beacon of hope, to model for the struggling masses what it truly looks like to trust the process, to embrace the terrifying unknown, to step into the magnificent new with unshakable courage and profound faith. Because, let me be unequivocally clear, people are watching you. They might not voice it. They might not even consciously realize the profound impact you are having, but they are observing. They are witnessing how you navigate this unprecedented chaos. They are seeing how you handle the gnawing uncertainty. They are observing whether you are collapsing in fear or magnificently rising in faith. And when you rise, when you remain impeccably grounded, when you stay vibrantly aligned, when you keep moving forward, even when nothing in the external world makes logical sense, you, in that very act, give other people implicit permission to do the same. You become a living, breathing, undeniable example of what is possible. You become a radiant lighthouse in the midst of the most tumultuous storm. And that, beloved lightworker, that matters more than you will ever truly know. So, on January 11th, even as you immerse yourself in your own deeply personal work, manifesting your dreams, receiving divine downloads, aligning with your highest timeline, I also command you to hold sacred space for the collective. Pray for humanity. Send out waves of unconditional love, pure and potent. Visualize the entire world awakening. See countless souls stepping into their inherent power. See old, broken systems being replaced with something infinitely better, something more profoundly aligned, something that actually serves the highest good of all. Because this is the ultimate, undeniable truth: we are all interconnected. What powerfully transpires within you affects the collective, and what shifts within the collective undeniably affects you. We are not separate. We are one. And the 111 portal is a monumental reminder of that sacred oneness, a profound reminder that your individual awakening contributes with immense power to the global awakening, and the global awakening in turn infinitely supports your personal ascension. Chosen one. The 111 portal may be a moment, but awakening is a permanent state of being. It is an incessant commitment to your own profound growth, to your unwavering service to the collective, and to the conscious co-creation of a new, more awakened world. Embrace this sacred journey with unyielding courage, unwavering faith, and boundless, unconditional love, because you, by your very divine presence, are actively shaping the new reality we are all building together.